Hey, September 17th, and rumor is Wonder Pets is a good show. Apparently that is just hot off the kid presses. Let's see, hopefully this should be another short video for those of you who are watching on the home front. We're going to do a little intro-y thing. In my room, the wall pictures are now done. The hallway pictures are now done. This is the last video with this background. We're going to have a whole different background come Monday in a whole new room. Let's see, green sheet we'll talk about, and then there. We are going to give 3 more kids. So I guess home children, give me a second. We're going to pause here and then come right back to you. We have to torture 3 kids and see if third period can break their streak. Hey, we're back, and third period issues have continued. Let's see, it's there. We did that bit. See, all right. On here, when does the IXL due? Sunday night, Monday morning. As of now, in every class, I still have about 50% of the kids who have not turned it in, which is fine. It's not due yet. I'm just making sure you're aware that you don't show up Monday with it not being done, because then I'd have to be all grumpy, mean to you and stuff like that. So just reminding you, have it turned in by then, and you should be good. But we're still, I get the whole 50% thing. And I still have kids turning them in with no name or not little thing on there, which is fine, but I charge you 3 B points. I put it on your little thing. I put a little note that says you did not put your name on it, your screenshot's missing this part of it. I look it up on IXL for you, and then I can go ahead and give you the grade, but I charge you 3 B points for making me do the work. So just try to avoid making me do the work. Green sheet. While you're taking quiz, I'm going to come around and creepily look over your shoulder to give you credit for it. It is a 20-point assignment. Here's how your 20 points break down. This side is worth 5 points because I gave you all the answers. This side is worth 5 points. I gave you all the answers. This side is worth 10 points. You had to do thinky bits. So as I take a look at it, as long as it's all done correctly, then you get your 20 points. Here's the areas kids are messing up the most, if you want to look at yours to help you out. Down here at the bottom, where it says, why is this important? Did you fill in why that one was important? For both of these down here. If you did not answer those questions, it costs you points. That's why I'm pointing it out now. Internal conflict. Did you give me the character that's making the conflict? For some reason, a lot of kids just write down the conflict and then just stop. If I don't have the character there, then I end up charging you points. And then, see, from there, most of you guys, if you just knew them, you did them. The characters, make sure you have descriptions, and you should be good to go on that. That's all I'm doing is I look around. It's worth 20 points. I'll come around, give you guys, I'll tell you at the time. I'll be like, hey, perfect score, go you. Or if I circle things on there and go, circle, 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 I mean, you got a 15 out of 20. So I'll go through and tell you whatever you got wrong. If you decide to fix whatever's in the circles, then you can get points back later on. That's up to you. Questions as far as green sheet thing goes. Home children, when you come back to life, that's when I'll check yours. Or if you want to get credit before that, you can just take pictures of it and then send it in on Remind or email, then I can grade it that way too, but that's completely up to you. All right, no other questions on this? Yeezies. All right. For story thing, again, as we go through it, if you have questions about story, I am more than happy to help you out. For you guys, if you don't know anything about as far as the characters, the setting, the plot, point of view, I am more than happy to take a moment to go through and explain or answer questions if you have them. If not, and you feel strong with it, I'm fine with that too. But I wanted to give you a chance to ask questions for those of you who are brave. There's very little bravery. Anika, are you brave? Did I scare you by saying your name? It's okay. All right. Anyone else? If you have questions while we take the quiz, that's fine. If that's where the bravery bit comes in, just feel free to ask questions. I just figured if you guys got into it and you're like, I have no idea where the whole story was taking place at the very end with that one police, let me know and I can help you. That's what I was trying to help out. I'm mostly talking about the ones here. So if you have questions about the one that you do all on your own. Carter?
So, when it says it's open note, aren't you kind of like a giant notebook full of information? So can't we just ask you?
Yeah. But sometimes these notes are wrong on purpose.
But you have to be accurate because it's written down inside you.
Right. So it's right inside here, but sometimes it gets translated wrong.
The written stuff.
So you're going to purposely try to...
Whoa! I would not use the word purposely, no matter how accurate that is.
Accidentally. The written
It's
stuff might be
creative
wrong.
writing, basically.
That's how I look at it.
But
Home children, it'll be the same thing. If you have questions, you can let me know as you get into quizzy thing. All right, well, that was easy enough. Well, I guess it's time for the quizzy thing. Home children, you'll be taking quizzy thing too. So home children, you can now go to quizzy thing. And then you can go clicky, clicky, openy, openy. And again, you'll find it here where it says story quiz. If you need another copy of the story, you can go clicky, clicky, and copy of the story's on there. I believe there's also like a version of me reading the story somewhere on there too. So if you need a copy of me reading the story, you can also find it on there too. If you have headphones, you're welcome to use them during the quiz if you want to listen to me talking to you. You know, if you're trying to use me as an open notebook kind of thing, I'm fine with that too. All right, make it off this screen. Carter.
You get a neurosurgeon in here and crack you open and just see what's up in there.
I would not want to see what's on the inside. It's probably full of like bugs. Then on here, the biggest issue so far that I've seen kids taking it, given you guys have different quizzes than the other class period, but apparently, again, directions are a struggle. Because I put up a bunch of words and kids jump to each question and just go, bored, guess, bored, guess. So I'm going to tell you, I put hints in the questions. I highly recommend reading the questions. Also, you can take the quiz more than once. You can take it up to 2 times. And so as long as you turn it in by the due date, which is like tonight at midnight, you can take it first and then it'll tell you which questions you got wrong. It won't tell you what the answers are, but it'll tell you what questions you got wrong. And then you can go back and fix them and then try to get those correct if you want. And so you can take it up to twice. I will take the higher of the 2 grades, and that is fine with me. Same thing, home children. Dylan?
It says we have 3 attempts.
It does, but again, which one should you do? Because I think you say if you look in there, what do the directions say?
Wait, 2 attempts?
Uh-huh. And again, there's a reason for it, but you know, who cares about directions? Nothing bad happens with those. Carter?
Are you doing creative writing right now while speaking, so it could be 3 attempts?
If it helps, the same thing happened on the last quiz, and I gave you guys the exact same information then with the exact same explanation. But that's a problem. If you don't remember, it's not creative writing. It's you guys just not having the brain that remembers. So you can't blame me on that. Or you could wait till Monday when I explain all of it again.
Sounds good.
Or just take it once or twice. When you get done, submit the IXL. Submit the quiz, submit the IXL. Please have less homework. That's my goal, to give you less things to do from there. All right, and then I'm not assigning any new homework. What you have here is good to go. Home children, that's all I have for you. Go take a quiz and turn it in, you're good to go. Yeah.